Wow, we have another really good episode. And one thing I really like is how this illustrates one of the things I was talking about before. Here we see Korra getting upset, making mistakes, but this time all of her actions have consequences, and we really see how her bad attitude comes back to bite her. And most importantly, Korra actually learns from it. Otherwise, we get some really great callbacks to The Last Airbender. Seriously, I got chills when Jinora showed up at the library, especially when Wan Shi Tong showed up. At first I was a bit confused when he seemed okay with Jinora being there just because she knew the Avatar, especially since he tried to kill Aang before, but then you find out that he was actually going to get Unalaq. And I'm really starting to wonder about Unalaq at this point. Everyone is telling him Vaatu's going to destroy humanity and he just keeps waving them off like, no he's not. And all the spirits instantly trust him even though he can just turn them evil whenever it's convenient. And I think the problem is that we just don't know what his motivation is, and it just seems like he's getting too much of a free pass. In fact, Unalaq kind of reminds me of Game Grumps talking about Proto Man. Like, why do you listen to that guy? Nobody told you to listen to him. He just shows up. So yeah, I'm getting frustrated with Unalaq. He could be interesting, but instead he's just kind of bland and boring because we don't get any real reason for him to do anything. So yeah, getting back to the library, we also see the guy who got left behind last time, now rotting as a corpse. But I can't help but wonder, if they're in the spirit world, shouldn't he be a spirit right now? Or is that only reserved for special people like Iroh? And yes, I have to talk about Iroh because everybody loves Iroh. No, really, as much as Toph was my favorite character for being a total badass, Iroh is like Toph combined with Dumbledore. It's impossible not to love this character. That's the Richard Harris Dumbledore, by the way, not Michael Gambon. But anyway, part of what makes Iroh stand out is definitely the performance by the actor Mako, who the character Mako is named after. Did I mention that before? It doesn't matter. In any case, he had such a unique way of speaking, you just can't replace him. Now, to their credit here, the character is being played by Greg Baldwin, the same actor who originally took over the part after Mako died. But I don't know, I think his Iroh impression is struggling a bit here. He just doesn't sound as close as he did before. Now even still, I am definitely nitpicking here because the character is written perfectly, and the way he's used in the story makes sense, so if you're gonna bring him back, this is definitely the way to do it. I only had a couple of real problems with the episode, besides Unalaq of course. First, I think they borrowed a bit too much from Miyazaki in this one. Visually, the spirit world is stunning, but it's too random just for the sake of being random, especially at the beginning. Now, I understand things like Korra being turned into a child and how everything is affected by her emotions, but then you have parts where the ground is being flushed like a toilet for no reason, and then they get swallowed by a giant sea monster for no reason, and the inside of the monster is a whole other planet for no reason, and we have no idea where anything is in relation to anything else. Now, I'm fine with the spirit world having its own set of rules, but everything is so random that it actually makes it kind of jarring when we get to the stuff that does make sense. The other thing I had a problem with was how rushed the ending felt. Yes, it's a cliche, yes, we know that Korra is going to give in and try to save Jinora, but you can at least make it look like you're thinking about it. Add a little bit of tension. Instead, the way it plays out literally goes, open the portal. Okay, I'll do it. No, Korra, don't. Okay, it's open. Now let her go. Haha, I fooled you. What the hell happened to this episode's pacing? Do you think maybe you could have cut out a minute of that random bullshit earlier so that this scene could play out properly? I'm just saying. But again, aside from all that, it was a really good episode, and that final ending with Tenzin, holy shit, that was effective. And I really want to see what happens next.